In this video, we will learn about the negative exponents. For example, if we have x that has the power of any number, and if we want to make it into a positive exponent, we simply have to do it 1 over the base, which is x over here, and the power, which is n, and it becomes positive. Let's take a look at one variable. We have y to the power of negative 3. If we want to make y into a positive exponent, what we have to do is we simply write 1 over the base, which is y over here, and the power, which is 3. Let's take a look at 3 examples. We have here is z to the power of negative 6. That becomes 1 over z to the power of 6. If we have, let's say, w to the power of negative 1, we get 1 over w. This is nothing but changing the signs from negative to positive. If something has the power of, let's say, 2 to the power of negative 3, that simply means is 1 over 2. Base is still the same, to the power of 3, and 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, that is 8, 1 over 8, and that is our answer for this one. Let's evaluate 2 problems in front of us. We have 3, which has the power of negative 4. Try to solve this problem using this one. At least try to do one step, pause the video and come back to see the answer. Okay, so I hope you have at least tried the first step, which is 1 over 3, which is the base is 3 and the power is 4. Because now it's in denominator, we can change the signs from negative to the positive, and we know that 3 has the power of 4, which is 81, and that is our answer for this one. Simply for 6 to the power of negative 2, that is 1 over 6 square, that is nothing but 1 over 36. Okay, let's take a look at some complex problems using both the multiplication and division for the rules of exponents, and now we will include some negative exponents with it. So if we have is 1 over x to the power of negative 6. Now we already have a negative exponent in the denominator, so where does it go? Well, it goes to the numerator. When the sign changes, the position also changes. So now this becomes x to the power of positive 6. If there is already a negative power in the numerator, it comes down to the denominator and it becomes positive. If it's already negative in the denominator, it goes up to the numerator and becomes positive sign. For example, we have x to the power negative 2 and y has the power of positive 3, or y cube. So in this one, y is already positive, so we don't need to do anything with it. It remains unchanged, and over x goes downstairs to denominator and becomes positive with the same power, x squared. Let's take a look at a little bit complex. We have x to the power of negative 3, y to the power of negative 2 over z to the power of negative 4. Try to do this problem yourself and then come back for the solution. Okay, I hope you tried at least one step. So in this one, again, we have to make everything positive. So we will change the positions and the signs will become positive. So for z has a negative 4 power, it comes to numerator and becomes positive z to the power of 4. X to the power of negative 3 becomes x cube, and y negative 2 becomes y square in the denominator. It's very basic. All we have to do is change the position from numerator to denominator or denominator to numerator, and the sign will change from negative to positive. Let's take a look at final 3 examples, and after these 3 examples you will be able to understand the concept. We have 3x which has the power of 4, then we have y square, and the whole parenthesis has the power of negative 3. Well, don't complicate this. First we will solve everything inside, and then we will worry about the negative 3 power. So I will show you this example and you will try to do the next problem. So in this one we have 3 is already positive, so we simply write this, and y square is also positive, so we also write this in the numerator. X has the power of negative 4, so that goes to denominator and that becomes positive, and we still have the whole thing as a negative 3. Now we want to make this negative 3 into positive 3. What we do inside the parenthesis, we simply switch the positions. So this becomes x to the power of 4, this one goes here, and this one goes to the denominator, 3y square. Okay, now this sign is positive 3, has the power of 3. Now we can simply use the multiplication and division methods that we used before in the rules of exponents. How we do it? X has the power of 4, which has the power of 3, over 3 has the power of 3, and y square has the power of 3 as well. This power gets divided to everybody equally, and now we can simply solve it. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 has the power of 3, that is 27, and y 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, so that is our final answer. Let's try last 2 examples. I hope you understand with these. Okay, let me erase it. Okay, so in this example we have x square y to the power of negative 4 over x which has the power of negative 5 and y cube. Again, simply change those positions and the sign will become positive. Try it yourself and play the video again to see the answer. Okay, I hope you have tried at least one step. So over here we have x square which is already positive, so we don't change it, but x which has a negative 5 power in the denominator, that comes to numerator. Okay, and that becomes positive, over y cube is already positive, and y to the power of negative 4, that comes to denominator and becomes positive. And again, these are all getting multiplied with each other. Now we have all common variables, so we can write like this: x has the power of 7, y has the power of 7 as well. Remember, when the two same variables multiply with each other, we simply write x 2 plus 5, and that gives us x to the power of 7. Okay, so now we will take a look at the last example. Okay, so for this one we have y to the power of negative 3, z has the power of negative 4, over y square, and z has the power of negative 6. And again, we simply change the positions to make everything positive. Try at least first step and play the video again to see the answer. Okay, so let's see the solution. So in this one you can see the numerator where y and z are both negative, so they will go down, but in the denominator we have z to the power of negative 6, so that will come to the numerator and become positive, y square is already positive, then we have y cube, and then we have z to the power of 4. Okay, these two things comes to the denominator. Now we can solve it. So z6, first I will write it the same, and y square times y cube, we get y5. Remember, y 2 plus 3 is 5, and z4. And now using the division method, we can simply subtract. Wherever the exponent power is bigger, subtraction happens over there. So in the numerator, z is the bigger. In the denominator, z has the power of 4. In the numerator is 6. So z, 6 minus 4 over y to the power of 5, and we get z square over y5. Okay, so that is, and that is our final answer for this one. Try a few problems by doing it yourself. Watch the video again if you want to, and this will clear all your confusions. If you have any future topics or any feedback for this video, please let me know in the comment section. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. I will be making one video every day. Thank you. Goodbye.